Welcome to another week of It Is What It Is Radio. I am your host, Fly T Miles. Like each and every Sunday, please give my brother, Jamel Raymond Bishop, a moment of silence. This is King Porter Forever Friday. Thank you very much. And today, I have the pleasure of having Miss Donovan Gibbs. She's a financial advisor and a credit counselor. She will be joining us today. We will be going a little deep into our relationship conflict. We're going to have a few conversations, touch on a few things. I wanted to kind of pick up brain and get a woman's point of view on a few things. So, Miss Donovan Gibbs, hello.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Great. I'm glad that you joined us tonight. I want to pick your brain. I'm gonna let the world know we met through Dr. White. We all had a great conversation through the relationship conflict group, and you definitely had some great points. So I'm happy that I can get a chance to get your perspective on a few things. So, are you ready?
I am. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
Okay. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask me.
Gotcha.
My first question that I want to ask you is, do you think that how a person's upbringing plays a part, if any, in their relationship once they get older?
Absolutely. Unequivocally, 150,000%. Yes.
But are there other women that think like you? Because me personally, I don't think women really pay that much attention into a person.
Well, let me say this. I think that our upbringing makes up the majority of our lifestyle, right? And
Right.
so it's almost invisible to assume that the reason we are the way we are has to do with our upbringing, our past, who we engage with. I'm Dominican, right? Born and raised into a Dominican family. I was born in Dominican Republic, and I was raised in the Bronx amongst a billion other Dominicans, right? So
Right.
it was like leaving Dominican Republic and going to another small Dominican Republic.
For real?
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
And so the traditional Hispanic upraising for a Hispanic female is households and your man first. So we are taught to be very domesticated, very submissive. I remember talking to a friend of mine and telling him less than 2 months ago that I remember every summer my grandmother, my mother used to take us to the Dominican Republic, and my grandmother, I would watch her pack lunch and dinner for her husband for him to go off to his mistress. And I'm very curious. I was very savvy. I was very non-traditional when it came to hanging out with the other kids my age. And I was like, where is he going? Why is my grandfather always leaving? And she told me one day, because, if he takes care of home and he takes care of me and our kids, I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight who he goes off to, see after our household or outside of our household. And I thought that was ludicrous, but that was her belief because that was the tradition. So, and beyond her, my mother taught me the same thing. My aunts taught me the same thing. My sister is doing the exact same thing. My sister's a year older than I am, or a year and a half. Been in a marriage for 30 years. She's married to her first. And so at the end of the day, I think our upbringing has, for us females, a huge impression on how we're supposed to be as women, because we do what we're taught. And until we learn to go a different route and teach ourselves something different, then what we absorb and what we do is all that we know, because that's all we were taught. And God forbid that our associates, our friends, our family have the same beliefs, then we're consistently surrounded around the same thing. So yes, I believe 150,000% unequivocally that unless you decide to break that cycle and that chain, you are going to be, your upbringing. Yeah.
I appreciate that. It sounds like the Mexican man really didn't. Well, it sounds like he was more straightforward, from what I'm understanding. Is that true?
Say that
Like
again.
it sounds like the Mexican man was more straightforward. Like he's gonna let his wife know, look, I'm gonna do this. As long as I'm taking care of my household, don't worry about whatever I'm doing in the street, more or less.
Well, let me check you real quick.
Mm.
I am Caribbean. I'm Mexican.
I'm sorry. Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah. So, when you look at traditional Caribbean, Hispanic cultures, amongst others, Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Peru, we sort of all share the same similarities in cultures. Now, I can't say that I know the same about a certain American cultures. I'm only speaking for myself.
Right.
But while I was born in the Dominican Republic, I was raised in the Bronx. And I learned the American culture very early on. I learned, how it moves, and I moved to Baltimore in my senior year of high school.
Wow.
So I'm not at a complete loss, but no different than I still speak Spanish first language, no different than the music, the culture, the food, how I raised my daughter. Until about 4 or 5 years ago, I stood strong by my upbringing as what I'm supposed to be as a woman to the man that I fall in love with. And, one of the unfortunate things that I learned is that cultures sometimes don't evolve with change.
Right.
So, yeah. So, yes, to your question, yes, we are accommodating the very upbringing of a man, no different than the upbringing of ourselves. In our culture, or in our history.
Okay. Looks like our is that Dev has joined us. I don't know what's going on with his connection.
Y'all don't have it on the 4-way split screen.
Mr. Marnie, can you fix this? There we go.
If you slide the screen, it could be 4-way split screen.
There we go. Donovan, this is Dev. Dev's the co-host.
Hello, Donovan. Nice to meet you.
I can't see the other screens. Hold on for 1 second.
You just slide just like how you slide it to the left. Slide it to the left. Like slide it to the left. You still see some dots at the bottom.
There we go.
Yep, I see it. I see 3 people. Yeah, I see it now. Good. I'm good.
Hey, Dev, did you catch the questions and the answers, or are you just getting that?
I know I get the question. I got I would say about 75, probably 65% of the answer though.
Well, look, we'll get back to it. We're not gonna get it to repeat ourselves. But do you have any questions? This is Donna. She's a great man. I was blown away by her aloud. Like she opened my brain up. I can't really get into the conversation we had through the group, but it was a good conversation, and she made me look at some things different, coming from a woman's point of view, I'd say.
Okay. What question did you ask?
I asked her, did an upbringing, depending on how somebody's upbringing was, would it affect their relationship now?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and she broke it down pretty much.
Definitely. We talked about that a little bit last week too.
Right. We got into it a little bit. I wanted to get somebody else's point of view though.
Right. Then we strayed away.
Yeah.
But what she was, I heard a lot of what she was saying about how her upbringing kind of influenced our relationship now, and kind of or her sisters, and and so forth and so forth. So it's kind of like she said, it's kind of like culture, family thing. It's like what you brought up in, what you brought up around, and it can kind of either have you say I don't want to do it that way, or I do.
Right. Donna, can I ask you a question? Do you think it's any good men left? Honestly,
wait, who are you asking that to?
I'm asking you. Do you believe that is still good, wholesome men out here?
Absolutely, I do. I do think there's a ton of men left. Listen, we are on a planet where there's billions of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the unfortunate part is that a lot of men are going with the status quo, right? Mm-hmm. They're following the status quo, social media, their personal upbringing, or they just don't know. Because a lot of people say that, as a man, you're the chaser. You're the guy that wants to conquest a woman. But who's teaching him? You know, who raised him? And it doesn't have to be a particular man, because I get it. You know, I didn't have a father that was a good example to me, and I had to go through a lot to get to where I am today. And I'm still learning. Don't get me wrong. But what makes up with the difference between me and a man? Nothing. We're still human. We're both human. It's just that there's a stereotype that's associated to us, no different than a man that has tons of women, you know, has clout, and a woman that has tons of men is a thought, right? That's the stereotype.
Yeah.
But we truly have the freedom to do what we want, when we want, how we want.
Right.
Will of us. If I want to be intimate with 3, 4, 5 guys, that's just what I want. That's what I want to experience.
That's what you want to do.
Right. That doesn't make me less than a woman. That just says that I'm old enough, mature enough to say that's what I want to experience.
And that's
right. So, Dev, you get it. Stereotypically, that means I'm a thought. You know,
right?
But that's not true.
You're right.
I could be a phenomenal woman, a phenomenal mother, a phenomenal sister, brother, you know, employee, all things. It just means, you know what? I want to know what all these guys give me as an experience until I feel different. Or if a man comes to me and says, I don't want to have sex till I'm married, does that make him weak? Does that make him a punk? No, that just means that's what he wants.
That's what he wants, right? Right.
So I can't play him down. No different than I could play up a guy that gives me a challenge, because I know that he has a lot of women under his belt.
Right.
So I think that at the end of the day, it's free will. Whatever it is you want your life to be like, if you're playing it safe, healthy, and it's a positive experience, then so be it. But at the end of the day, I do believe there's a lot of great men. I just think that men have 2 things primarily that are going on. Unfortunately, women, we're a little raw with it nowadays. You know, we've decided, you know what? I think it's our time.
Tables turning.
Exactly.
Tables turning.
And not for the bad, though, Tyree. It's not for the bad. It's just if I want to experience,
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Listen, if I want to experience him in this way, then give me the right to experience him in this way without you judging me because I'm a woman.
Right.
Right? If I want to experience him or that, then let me do that without you judging me. But that's just how the protocol has been for what, billions of years?
Exactly.
I say people's perception is poison.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
A lot of people don't know how to own their shit. That comes with owning your shit. When you own your shit, that's when you get.
Absolutely. So when a woman says he was a bad man, well, did he tell you the truth up front and you chose not to listen?
Right.
You know, did this guy say, I don't want a relationship. I just want to enjoy myself, have fun, be intimate. I have a lot that I still have to grow up from, heal from. But I like you. I have fun with you. I have chemistry with you. I'm just not ready for that. A lot of women, unfortunately, feel like they can change someone. They can convince someone. And when he doesn't fall into the trap, he's a bad guy.
Yep.
Now, on the flip side of that,
I'm about to say there's a flip side to it too. Because a guy will do it too.
Yeah, there's a lot of men who will lie.
They do it just to get the vagina. Just to have sex. Just to have sex.
I'm in love with you. You know, I love what you're about. I love this. I love that. But in reality, it's a game.
One goal. Right.
So, you know, the thing is, it's up to you to develop the know-how to sort of decipher the best you can, to know who you're dealing with. But I learned one thing. When a person tells you something, believe what they say. And flow with that. Either you in or you out, but try not to change someone. So I think there's a lot of phenomenal men out here. No different than women. It's just that you got to be in a certain mentality to understand who you're dealing with. And honesty speaks volumes. If you're honest with you and them, you should be golden.
I can agree with that. Because we spoke on that again last week too. I definitely said the flip side. Because you asked me like, I forgot the question per se, but I told you like, I feel like I hate when guys just lie just to get, just have sex, just to get the vagina. Like that's it's whack, bro. Like she just told you like, all right, I did want to, but I feel like I'm gonna get a little crazy if I do, or I'm gonna act this type of way if I do. So no, we can't take it there. So now the nigga like, dang, she like me. She would have gave it to me if I go with her. All right, I'm gonna go with her. And then just to have sex, fuck around, you got baby, all that. Now, like, so much come out of just having sex. Sometimes people don't even know. And then once you go there and you have all that happen, and then everybody looking all crazy, wants arguments on child support, all that. Now it's two people, human beings, hating each other. You feel me? Right. With another human being in a situation now. Like now,
exactly.
That's not good. Like, that's just unfair. That's unfair.
Agreed.
To the human society. Because I'm your homeboy and I gotta hear the shit. Like, see, I'm that type of guy. Like, I don't want to hear that shit, bro. I don't want to hear it. Like, right. I told you before you got yourself in a situation. Like, and people know, people like, I don't say nothing, you did. Yeah, I don't want to tell you I told you something. You told me you liked it. I really want to hit it. You want to hit it, or you want to be with it, bro? Like, what you want to do? Because niggas, we grown now. Like, we trying to tell people, we grown now. We like, it's not high school no more, man. Like,
right. It's not, Dev. But the unfortunate part is that people haven't taken the time to get to that point.
Yeah.
You know? They haven't. So if you choose to deal with a woman that's like, yeah, I'm good. We don't have to have a relationship. I'm good. You really have to really get to know this person enough to really know if this person is being serious. Now, every relationship is risky. Be it business, personal, it doesn't matter, right? Everything in life is a risk. Shit, getting out of your car to drive somewhere is a risk.
Right.
But when you're dealing with people, it's unknown to you.
Yeah.
You know, and you just got to be honest enough to say, look, this is what I said. This is what
That's what it is.
This is what I offered. You switched it up. I'm not with this, and then let it go, because sometimes, you know, even that we feel like we're hurting someone enough to stay in the situation. No, it's not enough.
Yeah. Honesty relieves a lot of stress.
Huh?
I said honesty relieves a lot of stress.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. You know what? And in the path of your honesty, you're gonna make people upset, jealous, hate you, angry, whatever. Who cares? I was honest.
It took me. I used to play a lot of games, but the light finally flashed. You know, I had to take responsibility for me being an asshole when I was. And I manned up to it, but now I ain't with none of them games. Great, happy relationship.
You are, right?
I'm fine. Well, see, we're fine. Fine. It feel like a weight lifted off your shoulders when you don't gotta be bullshitting the make up stories. No, man.
I don't feel like doing that.
Dr. White said,
I don't feel like doing it. That's my thing. I never felt like doing it.
Like, Mr. White said, it's three things, yo. Opportunity, temptation, and desire. Those are the three things. If you can handle not really worrying about those three things, you will not want to cheat. If you really think about it, opportunity, temptation, and desire. That's what drive you to go that way.
Tyree, I can't agree with that.
You can't?
No.
Talk to me. If I don't have the desire to want to cheat, I'm gonna already eliminate the opportunity, and eliminating the opportunity is gonna kill the temptation. For me.
And I cannot agree with that.
Talk to me.
Dad, what you think when saying that? Before I answer that.
Cheating to me.
Listen, keep it 100.
Oh, I'm saying this is for me. I'm not saying this is the world remedy.
I feel you.
I took something that Dr. White said.
Right.
Harped on it.
Right.
Okay. And that's like my I'm not saying everything that works for me works for you, but I want to hear what you mean.
I feel what you're saying.
Hear me out real quick.
Go ahead.
I already know you with baby. Let's say something call you. Boom.
Right.
That's the opportunity. They call you, right?
Right.
The temptation will start once the conversation gets engaged. But if you ain't really paying abroad no mind, you ain't gonna have no desire to even entertain it.
Right. So why is she even calling my phone? She shouldn't even be calling my phone. She ain't even got my number.
You know how you get them fly them.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, right? Because I already been through something, so it's like the game now is high school. It's so high school and elementary, and people not real to themselves at all. Right. And I'm real to myself at all times. Right. And so I would say possibly when I was possibly a little younger, but I couldn't say that because I really didn't like. I was doing foolish shit like flirting shit, but like it was still it was what it is what it is at the end of the day. But like to me, sometimes like it's kind of like man, because honestly, you could not do it. It's kind of like because if you got your number, you already kind of had planned on doing it.
Not really. I don't think she could have had your number. That could have been a call from the past. She could have been
all right, if that's the case, that's different.
Anything. I'm just saying.
But when you say opportunity and cheating, that could be anytime.
That go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can be riding down motherfucking somewhere around here with it lay at, and you can
but if you don't have the temptation or the desire, you not want to do it. That's all I'm saying. I want to hear from you, Miss Donovan. I want to hear what you got to say. We got a woman's point of view. I want to hear that.
Well, I feel like in my experiences, I'm 43. I'm 43 years old. I've been in three major relationships, including engagement.
Can you say that one more time? Three. No disrespect. Disrespect.
I've been in 3 major relationships.
Three. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I feel like men are made up of a different DNA. And I'm not faulting you for this, right? But what I have experienced is that you guys don't need a major reason. Now, here's this. Let's just say you are in a phenomenal relationship. 5 years in, 7 years in, and you're not well equipped to know that people evolve and change. You know, right. You're a woman, you're a wife, your fiance, whatever. And you start to feel like, damn, things feel different. Yeah, of course, because who we were 7 years ago is not who we are today. And there's a temptation. There's this woman that appeals to you. Maybe at this point in your relationship, your woman is more focused on something in particular for her growth, right? And now you have this other woman who still appeals to the things that you used to love, that you still feel like you need. As a man, I've experienced that men will give into that temptation and will give into that period, you know? And I'm not saying, Tyree, that this is who you are 100%. I'm not saying that. But I am saying that I feel like, contrary to a woman, temptation. So here, if a woman is texting you, oh my God, you're sexy. Oh my God, Papa, you look good. Your beard, your face, you're this, you're that. You might think in your mind, you know what? I'm not cheating because I'm responding, thank you. I appreciate it, this and that. That's still cheating. That's still entertaining something that, you know, can coerce you mentally, emotionally, sexually to lead into the next step. Because you are entertaining the praise of another woman that's not your woman, right? But as a man, due to your ego and your pride and...
That's the shit I was doing. That's what I was doing. You might be like, is that what she said? That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Like she said, it's more than just like you think because you just had physical sex with somebody. Like that's what they get cheating. No, right. It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that.
Exactly. You know, I was in a relationship with a man who did this shit like constantly. And I dug deep to see if he was physically cheating, and I couldn't find that. But the texting was unbelievable. And I asked him one day, why do you do this? I just want to see if I still got it. And I'm like, what do you mean if you still got it? Why do you want to know if you still got it when you have a woman that adores you? Right?
Right. That you got it already. Right. Why you need to see if you got it already?
And here's the thing. If I shut it off at my front door, is other men that want what I have to offer. Right? And so at the end of the day, I'm not without options, but you want to see if you still got something that I'm already giving you. Right? Yeah. So cheating is all in the perception of the man.
That is.
Right? Whether it's text, an email, a picture, like, damn, she looks good. You know what? All right, boo, send me a little picture of your private. So send me a little picture.
Hey, look.
All that shit is considered cheating. It's fucking cheating. It's cheating because you are dishonoring the woman that is there holding you up, tolerating, taking, or maybe she's not tolerating. Maybe she's not taking. She's just loving you. And here you are stepping off, disrespecting her, because at the end of the day, if the tables were turned,
you be mad as a mother.
Yeah, you be sick. You be sick. Listen though. I can't say nothing.
I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing.
Oh my God, you sexy. It doesn't matter how good or bad your relationship is. Your ego will. Oh my God, you guys will never.
Man, you better put that shit in your back pocket.
Yeah, you gotta put. You gotta learn to put in that back pocket.
I give you the best advice. That you gotta put in your back pocket.
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna tell you what.
Boo, all I did was text him. And God forbid it's something she has said to him that she said to you in the past.
Oh yeah, that hurt.
And let's not even acknowledge the physical act of meeting, affection, whatever, and forget all that. Let's just say the consistency of communication.
Yeah,
right?
Forget all that.
With me though, I'm gonna keep it focused. Besides me loving her, what made me was that I was like, when we would break up, oh my God, that's like the end of the world. I don't want to feel like that no more. Like the end of the world, in the bed in the fetal position.
Yeah, really, you don't want that feeling, do you, bro? Nigga don't want that.
Really sick.
So before you
had to grow up, I can tell that. Listen, I love her. She loved me.
What you mean when you was what? Say that again.
In that fetal position, you heard.
I was in that fetal position.
I was hurt. Like man, you should tell me.
I was.
When I broke up.
What?
Yeah, but it's all ego. It's ego.
I was heartbroken. But then I had to really say, dang, she loves me. I love her. No, she really loves me. I done did this, that, this. She's still here. I want to beat up my ego for what? For a nut? No, man. I'm sorry. I ain't perfect, but I'm damn sure changed, man. I say that.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this: you're never gonna get to know the average woman perfectly, and vice versa. But if you could at least get to the point where you get the difference between women and men, the basics. We don't operate on ego and pride. Right? And us women have a hard time learning that you guys do. And then there's some other DNA things that I've learned in the hard way. But at the bottom of it all, I said this in every video, and I will forever say this. It all boils down to fucking honesty.
Honesty.
That's it. Listen, you can't come back to me and say, well, I'm hurt because. No, I told you this. I explained it. I confirmed it. I don't know how many more times you want me to say it. You chose to believe something different. I said it. I explained it. I showed it. I acted on it. And you engaged. And if a person is honest, if you want to be with a woman because you love her body and her sex, then tell her that. And if she makes the decision to accept that, so be it. But if a week or 2 or 3 months or a year later, she feels the way, you can't take the guilt of feeling like you damaged that woman because you weren't honest.
Right.
You got out of it exactly what you told her you wanted. No different than a woman. If a woman comes to you and says, I'm not into your pockets, I'm independent, all the bullshit women say. Oh, I'm financially independent. Right, all the bullshit, because let's be for real. At the end of the day, a real woman wants a man that's a provider, but not a man that she has to depend on. That's a difference. Right? So the woman says, you know what? I don't want your money. I don't want this. I don't want that. I'm good, papi. bullshit. You know, at the end of the day, this is what she says, and you act accordingly. And she gets frustrated, upset, or lets you go. You were honest. And as long as you were honest, you could walk away with your integrity and your dignity. And you don't have to feel guilty about it because you did exactly what you told her, unless otherwise.
Right. Oh, Dr. White.
Huh?
What's up, Doctor?
Hey,
Dr. White has joined us. Glad you can join us, Dr. White.
Oh,
Right.
man. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Yeah, what's going on, Doc?
Dad, what's up, good bro?
Ain't nothing good, brother. Chilling, man. Ready to go in the house, get some more lighting right quick. I was in the car.
Tell the world about yourself, Dr. White. Give the viewers brief introduction.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just an average guy for real. But my vocation is in the realm of relationship, conflict, coaching, counseling, advising. I'm a relationship conflict specialist. So my job is to really help people to identify what their interpersonal conflicts are, and to be able to help you to resolve it. And most importantly, to be able to teach people the correlation between their relationship with mom and dad or lack thereof and how it is impacting your relationships today. Because a lot of our issues stem from the initial relationship that we had or didn't have with our mother and our father. And because we haven't addressed those childhood scars, whether we recognize them as scars or not, it manifests itself in our relationships. So the truth of the matter is most relationships don't work because A, people haven't identified their scars, and B, people aren't willing to do the work so that they really heal. So they go from relationship to relationship to relationship, bringing the same baggage and luggage, and they end up hurting people. So that's what I'm all about, Doctor.
Well, I must say you helped me with my scars, and I appreciate you. Definitely. You definitely had me look at a lot of things different. I appreciate you for that, man.
Oh, man. It's a blessing.
I feel bad because I'm definitely gonna hit the doc up because I know we're gonna need him at a time. It's just sometimes, like you said, like you told me last week, like it's a lot of stuff I thought about before I took action with a lot of things in my life. So it kind of like a lot of things like what she said, like everything she said verbatim, exactly what happened in my relationship. It was why I had, like she said, I had to put but I was a man to understand what it was. You feel what I'm saying? I knew what it was. It was my, like, damn, boy, shit, dumbass ego. Like, you geek it. You feel what I'm saying? Put that in your back pocket, bro. Like, you can fix this. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't know, it's just crazy because I like, as far as a relationship, when it came to my relationship and the woman I'm with now, I knew I wanted to be with this woman since when I met her when I was 14. I knew I wanted to do this how I'm doing it. You feel what I'm saying? So like inside of doing it, not saying I didn't know I was gonna make mistakes. I know I'm a man. I was gonna make mistakes or whatever. But like how she was saying, like when I turned 25 and we was together, I told her, like, baby, I don't know what it is. Like I'm not gonna cheat or whatever. I don't know what it is though. I just feel like a dog or like a just feel heat or something. I don't know what it is. But like she said, it's sometimes we're not honest with each other. You feel what I'm saying? Like to say like when your body's changing, you don't know how to tell your partner that. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not nothing that you're gonna go against your relationship on. It's just that it's a physical experience that person may not be having at the same time you having. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to explain because you're dealing with a lot of stuff internally. You feel what I'm saying? Right. A lot of thoughts, a lot of past stuff. You're doing a lot of stuff internally. So at the same time, you acting out on that. You feel me? And your partner not knowing what's going on. They like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell is going on? You feel me? But I remember telling her at 25, like, I don't know what it is, baby. Like, I ain't gonna do nothing goofy or nothing, but I just feel this type of way. You feel me? I just feel like that. I don't know what it is. You feel what I'm saying? And the feeling did pass, but like she recently told me, like, remember when you said when you was 25, you just told me you just felt like springy, just like you just was ready to go every time, all the time, just right. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I understand what you were saying. You know what I'm saying? Because she just coming to another age period in her life. You know what I'm saying? Where though it's a lot of changing in like thought process, physical, but you know what I mean? All that. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't understand that as a human being. Some people don't understand how strong the human being is, period. You know what I'm saying? It's because I feel like because we so suppressed. But like that's just like my thing on like why, because a lot of people are like why your stuff why so strong how it is, and I'm the age I am, and I tell people really because I kind of manifest this, and when I sat down and I thought about it, like damn, you did that, like you really did, like you like exactly how I said it when I was that age is how it's going down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like damn, like, that's crazy. So once I realized that, I was like, you can't really like you if you tamper with it at any time. It's like you said, I don't want to be in a fetal position up in the bed. Like nobody want that feeling. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody want that feeling. So why even play with why even like I can tell her different ways to stroke my ego for me. Cause that's my woman. She's gonna do it. You feel me? But I gotta be man enough to tell her. You feel what I'm saying? And I gotta be man enough to tell her when she playing with my ego. So that way you don't, because I understand what you were saying earlier, with far as even like the three things you had said, opportunity, I forgot the other two words.
Temptation,
but sometimes some women don't understand certain words or certain things are triggers.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
How would we know, Dev?
No, listen. I know
You don't tell us.
I would tell, but I understand what you said. But that's why I think I need to write it. After I do this first book, then I need to write another book on like how to get my fellas to kind of like release how you feel. Yet sometimes, like I said on the last show too, when we release how we feel, being as though y'all, like you said, y'all are the woman in the relationship. So you know y'all a little bit more spoiled than us. You feel me? When it comes to, a good man, a healthy man and woman relationship. You feel me? So when it comes to expressing ourselves sometimes, y'all can, because y'all may feel like, I feel like y'all caught up. That's how I feel like that. And then not say y'all cheating or nothing, but like y'all caught in, like, I caught you, girl. Like you said, say something when I feel it, or when you told me to say something, I said something. Now you make me feel like a whole whore. Like I feel like I don't even feel like a man no more. And look, you just laugh because you know what I'm talking about.
No, but it's not that. The only reason I'm laughing is because that's a fallacy. The woman that laughs at your vulnerability is because she's never encountered a man who's man enough to be vulnerable.
No, I'm not talking about vulnerability now. I'm talking about, all right, for instance.
Okay.
I do something you don't like. You say something, right? When you did something I didn't like, I said something, but when I mentioned something, you kind of made me feel a little crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was, like why am I even saying something about that? You feel me? Then
that's vindication.
See what I'm saying?
Listen, in a two-way street between man and woman, let's just say you've been with someone for a year. Let me give that a minimum. 6 months. Okay, let's do 6 months. You've been with a woman and you have fought your excuses or your challenges, because it is common. Like, as we move along, we're going to have all that. But let's just say that you tell a woman, well, I didn't text her. I didn't text her. She texts me and I'm not feeling her like that. It is what it is. I'm giving you an example. And then she does it. So at the end of the day, women operate on a different system. You guys operate on pride and ego. We operate on revenge and vindication because we're emotional. Right?
I feel it.
So it's, oh my God, it's 2 complete chapters in a book. But if you're vulnerable enough times, she will be too. It's about how safe we feel with you as the man. Because you guys were raised to believe that if you cry, if you come to a woman, you know, saying, I feel scared, I feel worried, I don't know how this is gonna work out, you're perceived as weak. And that's trifling. You guys are human. So, but we were raised to believe the same thing. If a man cries and talks about these things, then you're weak. So we're gonna treat you like that if we don't know better. So when you come to us with that, that's how we're gonna carry it. And at the end of the day, you know, we're gonna try to top it off. We're gonna do what we think you guys do because we think that we can, because we think that we're equipped like that. At the end of the day, we're not. As much as we want to believe it, we're not. Women that are cheating, being disrespectful, being thoughts, yeah, we want to believe that we're living into a freedom. It doesn't feel the way it feels to you guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you just take a step back and consider just being vulnerable. Look, this is how I feel. I'm worried. I'm scared. Fucking cry. Doesn't matter. You know, your woman might not perceive that the first, second, third, or fifth time, like, damn. But eventually she'll be like, oh my God, this man trusts me to do this because this is not average. This is not typical. And she's not going to carry you like that if she loves you.
Definitely. You're right. You're right. You're right. I ain't got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say.
If she loves you.
Nothing to say.
If she's using you, then you on your own. Then you're going to get disrespected. But if she loves you, it will eventually shift. If she's using you, are you on your own? It's not going to work out good.
Whew. Good.
That's the way.
Yes, sir.
You thinking over there, man. I see you over there.
Listen, man. Sister Donovan is phenomenal, man. Her advice is always on point. She's a woman of wisdom. I just love hearing her talk, man. So, you know, I'm just listening, Doctor. We all learning, right?
Me too. Yep.
Yeah. I got to give it to her. She is on the point. Like,
well, thank you. Thank you.
Like a pencil.
I'm trying.
That's
Listen, let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm growing up.
I feel you. Listen, we all doing the same thing.
Right.
I'm growing up.
I'm doing the same thing. Learning every day.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely. Oh man. Any questions for you? You got any questions for me, Dr. White?
You got any
Anybody have any questions? You have any questions for us? Miss Donovan?
Yes, I have a billion.
Let's go.
Go ahead.
Talk to us.
How do you guys part from who you've always been? Okay. So let's say you've gone through an experience. How do you guys part from who you were to who you want to be so that you can achieve that amazing relationship that you long for? How do you guys as men do that?
Want me to go?
Yeah, you go first because I got.
I'm in.
You can go first, Ty.
All he is.
How do we?
Sorry, that was my brother calling. I apologize.
Our old self.
Let me get your question one more time so I can.
Our relationship or whatever.
Can you give me your question? Give it to me one more time.
I love it.
Okay, so when you've gone through something,
right?
A lot of us have gone through several things that are similar, if not the same. But as a man, how do you go from who you were or what you've been through to who you want to become to have a successful, loving relationship?
First, you got to grow up. Like I stated, that's what I did. You got to grow up. Like you say, put that ego in your back pocket and really have that talk. You got to have that talk with your heart. Like, yeah, if you care about, if I care about her really and I know she loves me, why am I going to sacrifice something good for nothing? I mean, this is what growing up is about, honestly. If this woman is willing to break her back and please you and love you, and you feel the same way about her, you gotta welcome that. You got it. It's about growth with me anyway. It's a win-win. It's not a reason to step outside when whatever I got is right there. Mm-mm. It's deeper than sex with me, I would say. And the thing with us, when things are meant to be, I believe things happen organically, not on purpose. On purpose, but by mistake, I would say. Meaning, God has a way of bringing us together. And I'm talking about the situation I'm in, not just with her. I'm talking about with her family. Card games. Simple. We went to look for a car, ended up grabbing something. Like I'm spending time with everybody. Not by mistake. It's on purpose, but you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You see, it's hard for me to put it, but I'm enjoying what God is doing for me. And it's all coming together and it feels natural. I would say that.
So when it comes to her, whoever you're talking about, what's your long-term plan with her?
Oh, marriage. I don't know when I'm with children though, but we on the fence with the children. But my overall plans is marriage, out of state, big house, picket fence, dogs, bunch of grandkids, great grandkids, my kids, her kids, everybody kids.
So you already see her in your life as your wife.
Oh yeah, I ain't playing no games.
How long you guys been together, Tyree?
It's a difference. I've known her for a while.
Okay. How long have you guys romantically been together?
See, it's a story. This is a whole other show, but we have I would say about what, 4? We met about 4 years ago and was dealing with each other, and I was toxic. I was very toxic.
Okay.
And it took for me to see what I was putting her through. I mean, first I was saying it, but I really wasn't paying no attention. I grew up. I noticed my feelings for her feelings for me, her interaction with me, things that I went through. She was more than a lover, counselor, best friend. We could talk about whatever. We got clashes in, I would say, my lifestyle and her lifestyle. But other than that, pure love. That's is love in progress. That's what I would call it.
How long have you guys been dealing with each other romantically?
Romantic? I mean,
like officially romantically.
Oh, romantically, it's been 4 years ago, but it was levels to it, though.
Okay, so I'm about to put you in a spot. You've been dealing with this woman for 4 years.
Let's say seriously. Let's say I say about 3, about 4, 3.5, 4. Seriously, but we had our moments. So I would say that I wasn't faithful, or But go ahead. I'm gonna take your question on. Go ahead.
Okay.
Whatever you want to know.
So out of 4 years, how long have you been all about her? Not only.
Honestly.
Yes, of course.
Honestly, all about her, and I'm being honest.
Like 150%. Keep it 100.
I am. I'd say if not a year, honestly, close to a year.
So close to
a year. No. Yeah, if not, yeah, around the time. I mean, honestly, no BS, no other women, no sexcapades.
So would you say that you are 150% elated with your partner? Or would you say that of all the things that you dabbled with, being women included, I'm going to settle for her, not in a bad way, but I'm going to settle for her because I don't think I still know enough to know if this is the one I want to marry. 4 years is a long time, Tyree, to know if the woman you're with is going to be your wife.
I didn't say things were perfect in that 4 years. No, I wasn't building for the marriage 4 years ago.
But I'm going to put you in a corner.
No, I'm saying I wasn't building for the marriage 4 years ago. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. So, okay, so you've been with her for a year. So, in your thoughts, you say to yourself, I've been dealing with her romantically for 4 years. I've dabbled, I've dibbled, I did this, I did that. I've been with her and her and her and her. You know, you would say to yourself, I've grown up. I've learned. You know, I'm old enough. So, if I said to you right this very moment, is this woman that you're with, and prayerfully, she's not going to see this video.
No, she's on. She's here. So I don't know, but go ahead.
Let's just say 4 years. That's a long, Bobby. That's a long time. But today, if you looked at her in her face, and the Pope, the Vatican, that guy said to you, "Is this your wife?" What's your answer?
If he looked at me and said, "Is this my wife?"
Yes.
To be, yes. Yep.
So why is she not your wife?
Because
what?
Honestly, it's some other things that we're both trying to accomplish. That's why.
So if she and this is where I put men on the spot. If she's your wife,
I'm welcome.
Let me answer.
Wait a minute. Oh my God. I need to.
No, I want to hear this one.
This is where it gets mad good. Oh my God, Dios mío, gracias a Dios. Okay.
You get the chill.
All right, and listen, Dab, you in on this. Dr. White, you in on this too. So
I know. I'm gonna answer the question.
Go for it. Go.
Want me to answer the question now?
100%. Go for it.
What made me? The question was what made me change to the better man, right? Right.
Well, that and is the woman you're with your wife in your eyes?
Yes. She been there.
Tyree said yes, but he still has things he got to work out, so that means no. So you go.
Okay.
Oh shit! You ever do that again?
No, we good. I like the challenge. I like
love. Listen, this is love.
I know, and I love it.
I'm learning from you guys. You know what I mean?
I love it though.
Nothing personal. I think this is unbelievably amazing how you guys are being so honest as men.
You helping me express myself.
Yes. Go. Tyree, do your thing. Wait, Tyree, you rock, right?
Huh? No, I don't rap. I write.
No. Your name doesn't Darrell call you Rock?
No.
Oh, this is this is someone different. Okay, Tyree, go. Okay, Deb, do your thing.
Go ahead, Deb.
Is the woman that you're with your wife? And if she is, why isn't she your wife? Like I asked Tyree.
Yeah. The woman I'm with is my wife, definitely. And what changed me was one thing that changed me was like I'm a straight up, I'm an honest dude. So one thing that changed me was the thought of my woman being with another man. And like the thought of her just talking to him, like all that type shit. I'm that type of jealous. Yeah, I can hold my composure as a human if we out and she talking to a guy. I'm not talking about that type. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like her giving that time and that energy to another guy. That's a factor to me. That definitely was one of the factors. Bam. Another factor to me was, like I said, I kind of worked to get here. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was like you feel me? Like I put the time in to have the time with that woman, and that was my woman. You feel what I'm saying? It's like I don't feel want to feel so predatory, but I'm that type of alpha male. So it's like you know, I didn't want to lose all that time we had, all them experiences, all that type shit. I mean, like I can't fathom losing that. I don't even like think about losing that. Then the other factor is I don't even feel like going through the new games of trying to get another woman and learning another woman and doing all that all over again. Like that's another headache.
But is that because you don't feel like it, or because who you have blesses you enough? And
who I have is way worth way more than even trying to think about wanting. If she was like when I think about her, I be like, woo boy, thank Lord. Like when you be like this sometimes with your girl, like, oh yes, like yeah, he's the best one in the world. Like,
it's not about you saying I don't feel like it. You feel like there's no point to it. I got exactly what makes me ultimately happy in terms of what adds to my life.
Exactly.
That's what it's about.
Once you realize that,
that's what I want to get to you. That's what I'm asking you. You've been with this woman for 4 years. You've gone through up and downs, left and right. And Dev, oh my God, thank you. That's what I wanted to hear from a man, if that was even possible.
Yeah. I tell all my homeboys, I tell anybody that get to know me, if you get to know me, then you know you're gonna know I have a wife. And if you know her as a man, I don't care if we broke up, divorced, I don't care, but don't you do it to yourself. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Don't you do it to yourself. I'm that type of every guy be lying. I don't care. I don't kill nobody on no pussy. I don't care. Nigga, I will. How about that? Like, you ever seen that video? You ever seen that video of the little short dude? He in the house, right? He fussing with the skinny dude, right? But he stand on the bed. He straight tell him. He say, "You gonna die over that pussy? Cause I will. I will." Everybody laughing at that video, but I feel my man. Like, he was telling him, like, you don't hold it down in here. You ain't ready to do this. You ain't ready to do that. You feel me? Get up out of here. You feel me? I felt all of that. Yeah, because if you don't feel like that, best believe if she really love you, she feel like that about you. So if you don't feel like that about her, like, that's crazy.
It's
you know
crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? So
maybe did I word it differently?
What?
Huh? Good.
I'm asking.
Huh?
What?
Please explain your answer again. Just make sure I'm hearing what.
No, he think Ty. Oh,
maybe I articulated it wrong, but I
no, my
coming out.
You didn't articulate it wrong.
No, you ain't articulated wrong. You see, I think you think you good, bro.
I mean, because I'm listening to him like I feel. I'm like, that's my reason, but maybe I didn't say.
Oh, Tyree. No, you didn't answer it wrong. You answered it exactly right for you. You're still investigating. You still
No. I ain't say I was still investigating.
Okay, then
you asked me why didn't I get married. I said we trying to get somewhere financially. I ain't said nothing about investigating.
Your wife.
Huh?
Well, then why isn't she your wife?
I said both of us are trying to get somewhere financial. I ain't said nothing about investigating. I'm sure. Don't get me beat up.
Financial.
He said, "Don't get me beat up."
No, listen. No, I love who I'm with. Fuck that. No, see, ain't no investigation. I know. No, I'm playing. But no, seriously. I'm good.
Yeah, for him, I can honestly say for him.
You guys blessed me. You guys have blessed me because one thing that I love about men that are honest is that it helps us. You know, and by helping us, it helps us be better women to you guys.
Right.
Right. Because we are lost. There's no secret about that. I'm not a man. There's never a way that I could pretend to be, and I can't master you guys. But if there's one more thing that I can learn to be a better woman, a better communicator, a better girlfriend, a better wife, a better partner, a better anything, then that's a blessing, you know? Right. But you got to really decipher the difference between excuses and reality.
Right. Choice and acceptance is what I say.
Yeah.
That's something I live by.
Exactly. And as long as you're living in your truth, then you are, like I always say, 100. And if I had any kind of channel, a show, this is what I would name it. Just keep it 100.
Right.
Because that shit will set you free.
Yes, it will.
No one can get mad at you when you turn around and say, "But I told you the truth. I was honest." You took it however you took it. Keep it 100 with yourself and that person.
And that's right.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's to me, it's so much stuff that definitely took me back. I'm gonna let you go, Dr. White, as I say this, but like when you with a person for an amount of time, definitely like together, damn it, every day, it's certain stuff that y'all have kind of in sync y'all bodies with. And at a time when y'all separate, that's when you really find out how in sync y'all bodies really are as humans.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example, like when I go to sleep, her leg has to be between my legs. Like, it gotta be. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh
like, it has to be, bro. Like it got like I got it. Like it got it somewhere. It got to be right there. If not, I'm not even sleeping right.
I'm
like,
with
you. Know what I'm saying? Like you feel? I'm like we are like shit. I can't even sleep without him, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like straight up. Like it's like straight up. So like when you find out, like that's how you really find out to me. Like
I know all about the leg.
I know using that fetal P.
It's all about the contact.
Yeah, using that fetal P position, but like stuff like that. When you think about stuff like that, you feel me? Because like I thought about like, all right, damn, like if I get another girl, she gonna let me put my leg in between her legs because that's a comfortable thing I like to use when I'm asleep. Like it ain't
right.
You feel me? Like if you go like you feel me, everybody not me with that. You feel me? This something she knew. I told her like why you like that? Because I don't like my knees to touch when I'm asleep. Like it's uncomfortable to me. So I need to put one like right there, and you feel me? And it's like it's our thing. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody know about that. But if I was to take that to another house, somebody be like, "What the fuck you doing, boy? Get out me!" You know? Now I'm all in the bed like, I ain't like that. You don't think about that when you're arguing and you break up and all that. You feel me? And then, like she said, we go off pride and all that. They go off addiction, and I forgot the other word shit. I gotta remember. I gotta get it back. But when you do that inside of breaking up, and the reason some people don't get back together is definitely because of those 4 things she said about a guy and a female. They the 4 things that's fighting each other. They're not allowing their heart and their real emotions to come to the forefront. You feel what I'm saying? And say what made them mad or what made them feel like that. They just sitting there going back and forth like, oh, you did this, you did that, you did this, you did that, you did that. Feel me? Off the things she said for real. That's all they hearing out each other mouth. They're not really ready to say like, all right, look, I messed up. I really messed up. I apologize. I give you your space, whatever, but I really love you. Like, you feel me? If you feel the same way, show me one day. You feel me? and vice versa. Like some people don't know how to bring that out of themselves. And so what come out, like she said, is with us sometimes, it's pride most of the time. So if we come back around and we got an inclination or think she even talking to somebody, now we're like, oh, you talking to that nigga. Well, yeah, now we try and really show that we talking to this female, that female. You feel what I'm saying? Which the whole time, you ain't talking to nobody. You just you really want to take it back, but you just driving everything further away. You feel me? And that's just not the way. Like that's just not the way. Just like you said, be real. Be honest with yourself. You're gonna set yourself free and whoever else right there free. Like
that's what it's about.
Mine started when I was playing games inside of a relationship when I was young, and I got hurt. You feel me? Inside of getting hurt, I was mad, but I was like, damn, you was playing games, so even though you didn't get caught, nigga, like, you gotta stop being honest. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't really trying, like, you're a little older now, if you ain't really trying to be with a chick, say that. You feel me? And that's how I started trying it. Like, you feel me? And just so happened, while I was dating and doing that, I ended up seeing the one I really wanted again. And I was like, oh, skirt. Like, I'm done now. I'm good.
Right.
You feel me? Had my mistakes while I was in my relationship now, but y'all get what I'm saying? Like, that's what kind of pushed me to the honest shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm on. I got burnt. She gave me the crispy fry, man. That messed me up, cool.
I mean, we gotta grow up, man. It's about growing up. That's what it's about.
Yeah, man. That's exactly what it was.
And building a foundation with who you care about.
Quick. I changed everything. Everything switched out. I was not a player no more. I was
right.
Nah. That is. Oh, that what y'all doing out here? Cause like I don't know. I live by different moves. Like she gave me the hot tamale. I was like, oh no, man, I got to be real out here. It got to be honest. Cause I want somebody to be honest with me. Boy, that was one of the worst experiences. I tell niggas, boy, don't be lying, yo. I tell people, don't be lying, yo. Just tell them the truth. Niggas like, damn, what you mean? Cause, bro, like you'll get more out of it sometimes. But I got more out of it when and not saying I was a liar prior to that. Yet I was, like I told y'all, I was in a relationship with a girl. She got caught, but I didn't. So y'all already know. You know how they go. If you ain't the one getting caught, you ain't to blame. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. When the blame came to her, my shit was You feel me? Thrasher. You see this t-shirt? Shit was hot. You feel me? So, hey, I'm not coming back to that. You ain't just cheat on me. Like, it was just, like, you just ain't care. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to tell people, like, it's different levels to me. Like, you ain't cheated. You check. That's what you want to do. You want to have sex with that guy right quick. All right. If you want to continue to be with him, cool. But if it was a thing, okay. All right. You got it out your system? Cool. But when you talking about you and you, no, what, bro? What you mean? Like, you just don't care about yourself? Oh, nah, shorty, can't rock like that. You changed my whole perspective. Even though I didn't get caught, you just changed I got to be honest with jump gate now. So, hey, what's up, shorty? Look, like how she said, I'm the type of dude that tell you, I like your body. That's probably why I really want to fuck with you for real. Right. Like, so you either going to take it or you going to leave it.
Right. It may be brutal, but it's honesty. And let her decide if she wants to deal with that or not.
That's how I had to get with it, because I wanted an honest answer back. You feel what I'm saying? Because I can tell, once I give you an honest something like that, you can tell when the female ready to give you a lie back or not. Because now because that question now, or that answer never like came to her like, she like, oh, what the fuck? Like, let me let this register right quick. I'll just back. You feel me? Like,
and Tyree, Dev, you're married?
Huh? I'm engaged at the moment.
Engaged. Tyree, are you engaged or boyfriend and girlfriend?
I'm not yet boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm not engaged. We might skip that.
You're a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship.
Man, woman. I wouldn't say boy. That's
man, woman. Yeah, man, woman.
But yeah.
Wait, Tyree. So does she believe that you and her are in a committed relationship or not yet?
Yeah. Definitely.
So she believes you're in a committed relationship.
Yes.
But you don't believe that that's your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's my wife. That's my lady. Yeah, I didn't say that.
Are you and her in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship? Like a committed?
Yeah, I said that, but I said it just sounds so juvenile. I said, yeah, that's my lady.
Well, I don't know what else. Okay, lady, man.
Yeah.
What's the 2020 term for that?
That's what I'm saying. I gave it to you.
I don't know.
You say boyfriend and girlfriend. I say yeah, but yeah, lady. Yes.
All right, so that's your lady. But okay. So at the end of the day, in like one sentence, Darrell, you and Dave, what do you surmise is fulfillment? I would love if ABC, like in a sentence, it doesn't have to be everything that you want, just one thing. I would love if ABC. I would love if, as a man, between me and my lady, ABC. Darrell, I would love if ABC between Darrell, you made very clear what your circumstances are in terms of your relationship status. So what is that thing? ABC. What is that?
Oh, somebody's phone ring?
Yeah, that's my daughter calling me.
My fault.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be about you, for you. It could be about you and her. It could be anything. There's no wrong or right answer. I'm just curious as a man what that would be.
You want to know? Wait, one of y'all want to go first?
Well, I want what's
no, but
like
you
explain the question a little bit better for me.
Yeah, because I was low.
Right, so for me, hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to decline my daughter's call until I get back to her. Wait.
Good.
I didn't understand your question.
So let's just say that as a man.
As a man.
Okay, in your relationship.
In my relationship.
You would say, as a man, in my current relationship.
As a man in my current relationship.
Yeah, in my current relationship, I would love to ABC. Anything. It could be anything. There's no right or wrong.
Okay. Oh, I get what you're saying.
As far as in my relationship,
be more romantic. I would love how to
travel, grow, and grow, and I would say travel, grow, and be more. I ain't gonna say romantic. We had fun, so I'm good. I would say we just need to travel, and we already enjoy each other. I'm good.
So you would love to be able to travel more with your girlfriend or your lady?
Yeah, travel more. Yep.
Okay.
Everything else
What's
is
your
falling in
answer?
place.
What's your answer? I gotta my daughter. My daughter's it's her girlfriend's birthday tonight. She wants to learn how to cook stuffed salmon. Yeah, so she wants to do a candlelit stuffed salmon dinner for her tonight.
Okay.
So I'm the chef. Cooking for me is therapeutic. She's never made stuffed salmon, so I'm supposed to be helping guide her through stuffed salmon.
That's one of my favorite.
But it's a whole romantic with me.
I like salmon myself.
Yeah, oh my God, she's beyond a hopeless romantic. I thought I took the cake, but my daughter is. All right, so you would love to travel more, Tyree?
I would like to travel more. I mean, we have fun, so I don't think nothing really is lagging.
I would say right now, my relationship right now, I would love to, like, definitely what Ty said, that travel is definitely one of ours. We definitely need to go somewhere. Another one right now, my relationship, I would love a 2-door coupe. So man, I can hit with a drop.
2-door coupe.
So we can hit the road sometime without the kids and just be out here how we like to be out here. You know us, Ty. Like that's one of my things with my lady. I want that's how I want to be out here. 2-door coupe, me and my girl, we out here swinging. We out here swinging, hitting the streets.
Learn about
we in the truck, banging whatever.
When you guys are ready to learn about law of attraction and how to get all that shit to happen at your will, let me know. That's a whole nother conversation.
Law of attraction, good book.
I would definitely love to show you guys how to manifest everything you want and then some. All right, Dr. White, I don't know where you at. Because
that's what I need.
Darrell, where you at? You missing in action, and my daughter needs to learn how to make salmon for her girlfriend's birthday. I don't know where he's at. I think he checked out.
Right here. I'm right
here.
here.
You there? All right, go ahead, Papi. What you want to learn how to? What's your one thing? And I don't know. I don't know about the other guys, but you made very clear that you are divorced. So, as a potential relationship, one thing you would love to see manifest or happen in your future relationship.
That one thing for me would be to reach the highest level of spiritual intimacy.
Spiritual what?
Intimacy.
Spiritual intimacy. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Well, listen. I'm not even hungry anymore. I am satisfied with everything this video happened. Listen, I can't even stress to you guys how amazing it is for men to be as open, honest, vulnerable, naked, in a communicative way, like in talking. Because that's scary. Let's keep it 100. You know, listening to it, being it, and please bring me on more often, because it's not about what I think. I do love to learn and appreciate, and unfortunately, stereotypically, I'm from the Bronx, right? Living in New York, you get to learn about Hispanics, Blacks, Russians, Asians. Oh my God, and the culture keeps going and going and going. When I moved to Baltimore, I didn't know that there was such a limited cultural population. But in the last 5 years, Hispanics
changing.
Right? They're opening
y'all definitely surrounding us.
Yeah. We like roaches a little bit.
Yeah. Y'all definitely out here.
We showing off a little bit. We put it.
Look, she knows too. Y'all definitely showing off a little bit. Y'all got East Point, East. Y'all got Lansdowne.
All of that area is South Americans.
Passion Park. Like y'all.
Yeah, but that's South Americans. I don't relate.
That's South American?
Yeah, I don't relate. But I give them praise because that's their area. When you talk about Caribbean Hispanics.
Caribbean. Oh, yeah, okay.
Come into like past Ricestown Road and up north. Then you start to see all the Dominican.
You right. You right. This where I'm at. You right.
And so I got to be proud of that because when I first moved to Baltimore, it was in '94. I did my senior year in Baltimore County, and I was the only, besides my sister, I was the only Spanish-speaking person in my high school. I went to Milford Mill, Baltimore County, and it was such a culture shock, you know. But not for me only, but for the people that I was dealing with, because they're like, "Why you talk like that? What's your accent from?" And blah blah blah. And so it was tough. And fast forward, however many years later, between me moving from the Bronx to Florida to the Bronx again to Baltimore and blah blah blah, all that shit. I appreciate the growth that Baltimore, not Maryland, because Hyattsville, Silver Spring, all that down there was always mostly Hispanics. But Baltimore County has allowed and accepted, including men. You know, and at first we were a commodity, and now we're becoming the norm, which is phenomenal because it doesn't feel so strange to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Us speaking Spanish, the rice, the beans, the music, the dancing, who we are is who we are as women. And so the fact that you guys are being so honest and open, whether you feel like, oh my God, am I going to be judged or not? The fact that you don't care, I'm just, listen, this is my truth, is everything to me as a woman. And it just makes me a better woman for the man that's meant for me. No different than it makes you the best man and a better man for the woman that's meant for you.
Right.
Whether she's with you now or not, it doesn't matter. That's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about being mature enough to be the best person you could be for the person that you are with or meant to be with. You know what I mean?
Like
and
that,
because at some point the shit gets too old.
You're right.
Like if you 45 still in the club, dibbling, dabbling,
not me.
That's right. And I'm not saying that that's not your life, but come on, like, come on. At some point, come on.
Right. That's just like, I mean, that goes hand in hand with some guys. I be like, bro, how old you girl is? I'm 43. How old you get? 25? 25?
Right.
Whoa, bro. I long to be a phenomenal wife. I was there. I let go of an engagement. I was born to be a wife. I hate serial dating. I hate dating. But I also understand that I had to grow and heal and be mature enough to accept and learn certain things. And all that is not going to come from just my work. It's going to come from guys like you and men like you that are willing to be like, look, Donovan, this is how it is. Good or bad, this is how it is.
Right.
So I just want to tell you, I appreciate you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
We gotta have you on more often.
Definitely.
Thank you. It's mutual. Thank you for inviting me. Anytime, reach out if you guys need to vent, talk, need advice. I may not always give you, what it is, but one thing you can guarantee is I'm gonna at least be honest.
Right, and that's what we need. We need more of that. Definitely. I appreciate you. Before we can you please let the people know how to find you on social media?
Yes. So on Facebook, I do not have I do not have Instagram anymore. I fell back from that, but my Facebook is apparently Gibbs Donovan instead of Donovan Gibbs.
Okay.
Yeah. So Gibbs Donovan, and or you can DM me or inbox me, however the term falls for Facebook. And just reach out to me, or ask for my number, 202-660-3618. My heart is open to whoever needs. So
we need more of that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Definitely appreciate you the show.
And thank you for having me. I certainly appreciate it. It was absolutely a pleasure and a wealth of information for me.
Dr. White, you got to close us out, man. This was a great show.
Cierra, papi. Adios.
Ow.
Hey, man,
English, please.
Hey, man. Dad, you were phenomenal, man. I love listening to Dad, man. Dad cracks me up, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys, man. Always love the invite, man. I would just leave on this note, man. Considering all that we said, man, what I heard constantly echoed through the night is really about maturation, right? It's about maturing, right? And my personal opinion is this: we can't change on our own, not on our own will, right? I think that God really changes people if we have the will to change. When we have the will to change,
right?
I think when we try to change on our own, it's only temporary. We need something more powerful than us. We need a love that's much stronger than us, that will compel us to change, to mature, and live a life of really making sure that we're not breaking hearts anymore like we did when we was younger, right?
Right.
But we really have the heart for people, man, and have the ability to put ourselves in people's places and wonder how people would feel if we treated them the same way we treated them when we were younger. It's not about us anymore, man. It's about our kids. It's about the future generations of our families. And at the end of the day, as men and as women, we should be looking in the mirror to figure out, with our mouths shut, what kind of lessons are we teaching our kids? And what kind of behaviors will be repeated as a result of what our kids see in us?
Mm.
And that's really what it's all about, man. That's my piece.
Yes. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let the people know how to find you on social media before we get out of here.
Oh man. Instagram is Darrell Dr. White, all lowercase. Please join the relationship conflict group via Facebook. You could chime in on there and give your input and grow with everybody else in the group, man. And I definitely would appreciate it.
Right. We got to get another one of them relation conflict. Got to get it together. Maybe get 3 more people on and go in on something.
Yeah.
Lord, yes.
Good.
Coincidentally, I just asked them, how do you feel about another 2 to 4 more people joining?
Okay.
And so on and so forth, because I think his message is pretty amazing.
Yeah. I've been trying to invite some credible people.
Yeah.
And the group is growing. So
yeah. And
I definitely love what you're doing.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, man, to be on. It's a pleasure to connect with Donovan. She is phenomenal, man. We linked up from the group, actually.
Right.
And we have some upcoming projects that we are working on, a podcast, so stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for some more what we call conversation parties, where we can have these kind of topics.
Yeah.
Talk it through, man. It's all about healing.
That's right.
So,
Yeah.
Well,
again, man.
Thank everybody for joining us. I definitely appreciate it. It's time for us to get up out of here. I definitely appreciate you all. This is Fly T Miles.
Yeah, Bogart. It's another great show. It is what it is. Make sure y'all tune in next Friday. Appreciate our guest, Dr. White. It's Donovan. Y'all know what's up.
What she said. Till next week. See y'all later.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Radio. We out.